Yeah. Lord Brunson back at you with the back at you, and I am the best reporting on the Eagles. So I had a little live stream yesterday. I think it was cutting in and out. My phone was acting weird or whatever. But you know, as you guys know, I had the Challenger. I had it for many years. It was like a 2013 Challenger. That car did not fit my lifestyle at all. So what I did was I joined the Chevy family, man. So I got a 2019 Chevy truck, the Chevy Colorado. I actually love it. I sit up high. I got Wi-Fi in it. So when I'm live streaming and stuff like that, I probably could even upload a video in here at Wi-Fi speeds. I haven't even tried it yet, man. But I had the truck, not even a week. I got it on Friday. Today is Tuesday. Yeah, I love it, man. Spacious, man. Got the nice the bed in the back, if you can see that. You know what I mean? I'm waiting for my my tonneau cover to come in the mail and all that stuff. This is the first truck I ever had, man. I love it, man. I love the power. I love the space. Look, the ceiling nice and high, all that stuff, man. It's super dope, man. So, yeah, I'm part of the Chevy family, man. If y'all know any accessories I should get for my truck, man, let me know, man. Let me know. I'm very excited. My headrests don't quite fit, but I'm going to figure that out. Get some new ones that fit the seats in the truck or whatever. But so number 96 for Carson Wentz on the NFL Top 100 list. We got I got mixed emotions about the placement of Carson Wentz. Now, without a doubt, Carson Wentz is one of the top 100 players in the game. But you got to understand, we got to be rational now, Eagles fans. We got to be rational. Why is Carson Wentz number 96? He didn't start the season or finish the season. So basically they're going off a handful of games that flashes potential, and some games that he won and some games he was able to make throws. He's only, let's be for real, man. He's only number 96 because he couldn't stay healthy. Now, this is the importance of him being able to complete this entire season, this season in its entirety. He got to see this thing out. The only way I want to see Carson Wentz not starting and finishing the game is if we got a bye and there's no reason for him to play, and it's for rest purposes. How could we demand that Carson Wentz be placed in a higher slot without him playing the games, without him starting the season and finishing the season? I think he missed the last 3 games of the season, and he missed like the first 2 games of the season or something like that. He missed games. He almost missed close to 6 games or something like that, man. We got to be rational, man. You cannot make the list like that if you're not playing a lot of games. Now, we know Aaron Rodgers is going to be higher on the list, even though he misses games as well, which I think is complete BS. But, you know, I'm anxious to see the rest of the list. So if Carson Wentz is number 96, should Nick Foles be higher than Carson Wentz on the list? I think the only way you justify Carson Wentz being number 96 on the top 100 is if Foles is up there somewhere. Foles has to be in the top 100. I mean, he won a Super Bowl the year before. Let's be real. Then he made to the playoffs twice. Foles eliminated a team in the playoffs 2 years in a row. So for Nick Foles to be on the top, for Nick Foles not to be on the top 100 list, I think would just be a travesty in massive proportions. Other players who I'm anticipating being on the list, I think Malcolm Jenkins should get a nod. I'm going to go with Fletcher Cox for sure. Zach Ertz definitely should be a top 10 player on that list. Let me think. Yeah, I think those are the 4 guys that should be on that list for us, man. I'm going to go with Malcolm Jenkins. I'm going to go with Zach Ertz, Carson Wentz, and Fletcher Cox. Those guys should be on the top 100 list. I'm not mad about anybody's placement on the top 100 list. I mean, it does matter when you're talking about top 5, but it's a lot of guys in the NFL. Let's be serious. There's a lot of guys in the NFL. Each team has a 50-plus man roster. You know what I mean? Of course, they're going off starting units for each of these teams. But it's kind of hard to have multiple players on the top list. And it's also hard to have just one guy break the top 100 list. He cracked the list. I don't think it was a mistake. He was on the list 2 years in a row. Find me another quarterback in the NFC East that was able to do that, be on the list 2 years in a row. So even if Dak Prescott makes the list, he wasn't on there last year. You know what I'm saying? Just the potential. And, you know, Carson Wentz was on the list for 2 seasons that he didn't even complete the season. Everybody knows Carson Wentz is a stud. You got to listen and look at what the guys are saying about Carson Wentz when he's nominated for this list. Now, basically, what I'm trying to say is the only reason why he isn't high, I know I just said this, is because he was injured. We know the body of work that we're going to get out of Carson Wentz once Carson Wentz returns to form and has a healthy season like we know he could have. Now, with that being said, I personally enjoy the top 100 list because it's often correct. I mean, sometimes the placement of these players could be wrong, but for the most part, they get that top 100 right. You know what I mean? I don't see a lot of guys. I don't see a lot of guys snubs. There's snubs every year, and I don't see a lot of guys, complaining about being snubbed from the top 100 list. I think it's voted for the players, by the players. So for the most part, the list is actually correct. And that's just my thoughts on that.